Hello everyone, I'm Love here and we are playing Watcher of Realms. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you my new strategy on how I clear the single target DPS arena challenge. In my previous video, where I was early to mid game, I was using a hero, a marksman hero that deals poison damage to help me, to assist me to deal massive amount of damage to these tanky heroes here. But unfortunately, these heroes will fall off quite easily at the later or the end game, especially in the overlord tier that you can see right now. So in order to solve these issues, right, you need to use heroes that can deal burst damage. What does it mean by burst damage? Heroes that can deal massive amount of damage within fraction of seconds. Let me show you an example. Like as you can see in my arena list here, I lost to this guy Zep because he has very strong heroes that can deal massive amount of damage quickly, such as like her Hatsut. Hatsut is able to like deal 180% AoE damage every 0.3 second. So within 1 second, right, he can deal close to 600% AoE damage. And within 3 seconds, that is 1800 damage. So it's quite difficult to beat this arena defense team unless you have heroes that can also deal burst damage. And if you were to check inside the popular hero section for the overall tier, you can see people are using Salazar, Arrogance, Silas, and Dolores as a spotter hero to boost up the damage, Abomination, Valeria, Cube, Petram, and so forth. So for my case, right, I have Valeria, and I'll be showcasing her in my arena defense team. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me show you how my defense team, how my arena offense team works. So let me select this team, and let me perform the battle in manual mode. Alright, so at the start of the battle, right, what I'll usually do is to deploy my hero, Ruff, because on Ascension 5, right, he's able to heal himself up. So that's why I don't need to bring additional healer here. So I bring Ruff, position him here, and then push away the boss, this enemy here. So I'm positioning him here just 1 tile away from this red portal where the enemy is coming in. Okay, once I have sufficient energy, right, the next hero that I'll be deploying will be Valeria, because she has a very low cost, and then she's also able to do a lot of damage to the enemy. I'll only use her ultimate on the second wave, because the first enemy boss wave here is pretty easy to defeat. Okay, the enemy defeat the boss first, but no need to worry, we will catch up on the second wave. Okay, we'll deploy Silas here to assist Valeria. Right, so let's defeat this enemy here. Alright, as you can see, our arena defense team, right, the enemy is using Autumn to boost up the critical damage for Ruff. If you don't have Dolores, you can use Autumn here. Okay, we managed to clear the second wave. Now for the third wave, we'll be deploying our Abomination. So we are forming somehow like a Pac-Man formation here to encircle the enemy and then defeat the enemy quickly. Okay. So if you do not have a long range attacker like Arrogance, right, the substitute hero you can use is Navras here. Okay, we almost got our sufficient energy to deploy Navras here. We will deploy Navras at this location because it's just above this red portal here. Okay, we managed to clear this round. The one thing that I don't like about deploying Cube, right, is because he placed this poison trap which delays the enemy from going into this Pac-Man, this kill zone, the Pac-Man kill zone. So it's best not to use Cube, but use another hero like Marksman Liam to apply the poison. So starting on wave 5, right? You'll notice that two enemies will be popping out from the red portal. So wave 5 will come out 2 enemies, and this is where I'll deploy Valeria's ultimate here. Now put this on takeover auto mode now. Okay, we managed to clear this round. Alright, for wave 6, I think we'll be able to clear this enemies before our opponent is able to clear. So let's analyze the opponent's team, right? So they're using Volca. I highly advise not to use Volca because Volca deals very little damage, although she can bring in this vulnerability physical damage as well as vulnerability magic damage. So after this battle round, right, let's analyze the battle report. How much damage they can do. So as you notice, right, Cube is dealing 54,000 damage. This is 50,000 damage per poison take. And if you notice, there's this purple guy. Basically, these are the doppelgangers that is summoned every like 20 seconds from the artifact. It's not summoned by me, but it's basically summoned from the artifact here. Alright, so let's wait out. So we are on wave 7 now. So on wave 7, right, there's 3 enemies that will pop up. For wave 5 and wave 6, right, there's only like 2 enemies, but for wave 7 there's 3. Okay. So let's check out the battle report now. This arena defense team is pretty good. Can last quite long until wave 7. So based from the battle report, we can see these are the total damage dealt. The MVP hero here is Valeria at 10 million damage, followed closely by Ruff at 5.7 million, then Silas at 4.5, then Abomination at 2.5, and finally Novras at 1.9 million. I'm quite surprised that the enemy defense team, right, the Ruff is so strong, 9.4 million damage. I think is assisted by the Volca's physical as well as magical damage, because Ruff is able to deal some magic damage. Same goes with Abomination. That's why Ruff as well as Abomination dealt much more damage compared to my heroes here because of the help of Volca's debuff. But she only brings in like 3.6 million damage by herself here. So although she doesn't deal much damage, but with her debuff, right, it allows the other heroes to deal even more damage. So with her debuff, it allows their Ruff to deal close to 4 million damage more, and then close to 1 million damage for the Abomination. And then the Autumn doesn't deal much damage. Basically, she's a healer and only provides the critical damage buff. And then they have Cube that deals almost close to my Novras damage here at 1.7 million damage. So Cube or any poison damage heroes, they still have some viability. Just as a supported damage hero, as a placeholder if you don't have any better legendary heroes to deal a lot of damage. And these are the damage taken, 494,000, almost similar. And these are the HP healed. The Ruff healed like almost doubled. The Abomination also heal themselves, same goes with Volca. Basically, once you deploy Volca, right, Volca provide a passive skill that allows their heroes to heal 1% of their HP whenever they perform an attack. That's why all of them do some healing here. Right, so that's basically how the team work. So let me quickly show you how I built the heroes in order to deal massive amount of damage your damage nukers here. Can I click from here? Okay, so this is my rough. You can pause the video at any point of time to take a closer look. So this is the rough total stats. It's fully skilled, fully awakened. The most important thing is to get this awakened 5 to allow himself to heal. Then I'm using this crystal varnish. This is the one that summons the purple hero, the shadow guard, to deal some damage to the enemy. Okay, that's a rough. And for my Valeria, this is her total stats. I have close to 18,000 attack, 100% speed, 100% critical rate, and around about 260 critical damage. These are her skills. They are not fully booked out. Just missing some skills for the plunging slash as well as the wheel of steel. She only has the first awakening that allows her to gain 100 attack speed when she's performing her ultimate. And then she's using this mythic artifact Ragnarok, which you can purchase from the Arena shop. Then we have the third hero here, Navras. Basically, this is my placeholder hero until I get a better hero. So this is total stats. It's fully skilled out, fully awakened, and using this Tear of Starlight artifact that allows him to deal increase his attack by 20%. And then we have Abomination. For this Abomination hero can be obtained by fusing him by fusing four different epic heroes. These are his total stats. He doesn't have all the skill books. He doesn't have this one. This one is really important so that he can quickly trigger his ultimate. Minus 200. Doesn't have this one. He's missing a lot of skill books. I just only use Stardust on him. And he has the first awakening to allow him to stun. Then he's using the same artifact like Rough, Crystal Varnish, to summon this Shadow Guard. And last but not least, we have Silas, our strongest marksman hero here. Are his total stats, close to 100% critical rate. He just used the free legendary Stardust just to upgrade his skills. But once I fully book him, right, then he'll be able to do even more damage, especially on his ultimate, which increases the duration by 5 and decreases the skill cost by 100. He only has the first awakening that allows him to increase his attack speed when Shadow Cloak is in effect. Then he's using this Metal Messenger artifact, which increases his damage by 15% upon hitting like 3 times. Alright, so that's the end of my video covering my newest strategy on how I clear the Arena single target DPS challenge using the Pac-Man formation to encircle the enemies using my Nightmare faction heroes, as well as assisting those heroes with strong damage nuking heroes there. If you found this video helpful, do share this with your friends and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, you can click on the subscribe button as well as ringing the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new video on this channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!